So, good morning, good morning. We have a new sequence today. 2 blocks, strap just in case. And be sure, if you want to take a second and just double check that you have loaded the playlist of Balancing the Vayus. So it's live. If you went to my website under Practice Daily, there's a Facebook button, there's a YouTube button, and there's a Spotify button. And the Spotify button will take you to the Spotify playlist page of my account. And if you don't use Spotify, that's fantastic, no problem. Then just look at that list, and if you'd like to, you can rebuild that list in Apple Music or in whichever music app you prefer. And so if you were on the Spotify playlist is Balancing the Vayus, and the first one is Horizon, just so you can kind of get a lay of the land. And we will use it throughout the 40 days. The 40 days will take us right up before the turn of the new year. And the Vayus, Vayu in Sanskrit means wind. And so these are the winds. These are the movements of prana through the body. These are the circulatory forces of energy. And just as we've spent the last 40 days considering the 10 bodies, awakening to the 10 bodies, we have this multifaceted understanding that we are so many different things, and at the same time they all create this one experience of ourselves. Within those 10 bodies, if we can put them into this whole radiant body, the way in which the soul is exhibiting its force in this world, in this life, in this reality, right? For that soul to thrive, for this body to thrive, there's movement. And we can think about the Vayus most simply as an example of eating food. Pran, the first Vayu, the taking in of something. We eat food because we require nourishment. What happens is we need to then digest the nourishment. So that's the second Vayu. The third Vayu would be eliminating what we don't require, because if we keep what's no longer needed, it becomes toxic. Right? So we bring in, we digest, we eliminate. Once digested, we distribute throughout ourselves that force that moves all the way through us. And then we express. Action is possible because of what we have digested. So Udana, the fifth, is the way in which what we have taken in, what we have made sense of, becomes enacted in the world. And so this, what we're looking to do primarily these 40 days, is a sensation of harmony and balance and flow. It's very, very, very simple. There's no big, forceful 6 minutes of flapping or something. This is about taking us absolutely in and through ourselves so that we have this we created a radiant sense of all these bodies come together. Now these bodies are going to be cleared and loved and balanced and whole, so that when we act in the world, it carries harmony with it. We will have 5 different meditations. Each one will be for 8 days, and that way we'll get familiar with each one of these aspects as we go. It will become apparent. We will do an asana warm-up, we will do a kriya, and then we will do a meditation, just like we always do. So palms together, sitting tall. On we go. I can't wait. This is such a soothing and phenomenal way to come into the part of our year that can have a little bit of upheaval, and the end of a year that's had a lot of upheaval. We want to end well and feel that we are a contribution and that we are held in such wisdom. Om Namo, I bow to everything outside of me, guiding me, healing me, holding me. Guru Dev Namo, I bow to everything inside of me. rising to meet it all. 3 times. Inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Roll your shoulders, roll your wrists, and so we begin. Your playlist begins at horizon. Start there with me. If you can't find it or you can't access it, just let me know. We're going to start standing. We're going to start right in the feet, right in the hands. Top of the mat, shake out your feet, shake out your hands. Hands on your hips, just lift your heels. Find the balls of your feet and now march around a little bit. And then settle and feel the base of your big toes, the base of the little toes, and from those two, slowly drop to your heels. Good, lift your toes. Now rock to the balls of your feet, lift your hands high. So your hands and your heels are going at the same pace. And then the hands down, heels down. Add the pace of your breathing. This is it. Inhale up. And exhale down. Good. We do 2 more, just like that. Just take your time, smoothing up. Notice if you're rushing. And down. You're building strength and clarity. 1 more. Go, go, go. Interlace your fingers at the top. Press your palms up. Now set your heels down. Inhale up from your heels to your hands. And out from your hands to your heels. Use your attention from your heels to your hands, rising up. And back down. 1 more. Breathe all the way up into your hands. Keep the breath. Step your left foot back. Good. Exhale. Hands go wide. Turn your thumbs down. Bring the backs of your hands to your low back. Fold yourself forward. Sweep wide. Reach up tall. Simple. Look up. And then wide. Thumbs down. Heart down. Backs of your hands to your spine. Fold as you can. Reach wide. Let it get a little bigger. Now you know where you're going. And just reach into your fingers. Tuck into your chin. Fold the body down. And again. Each one, open a little further. Fold, fold, fold. Reaching tall. Interlace your fingers, press up. And step your left foot up, step your right foot back, changing. Inhaling, hands high. Exhale, sweep wide, thumbs down. Backs of the hands to the spine. Inhaling up, open. So our vinyasa sequence has been preparing us to fold, strengthening through the spine, all the way up out of the feet into the fingers. So find the full length of your body. Go 1 more. Fold your way down, widening, smoothing. Hands stay behind you, lift your heart. Step your right foot up. Good. You'll take your blocks and step your right foot back and put your blocks inside and stand the inside up tall. Actually on the side. Bend your left knee, arms go wide. So inhale, the hands come up. Exhale, bend your knee. Just like our vinyasa, inhale, rising. And exhale, widen. Now add the elbow to the knee, sweep over the top. Here's our inhale. And then exhale back to warrior 2. Reverse. Exhale, elbow to thigh. Inhale over. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. And side angle, stay right here. So if you like, work right here, left hand to the block. Little turn of the chin. Bend your right elbow to your wrist, reach up overhead, look up overhead, elbow to waist, look down, ha, and reach out, stand. So we're finding the channels, the great lines of the body. Right hand down. We will stand and change. Blocks go inside your right foot, one flat, one to its edge as you choose. And then bending your right knee. You find warrior two. Your left heel's on the floor, hands up high, straighten your right leg, and then exhale down. So you're rising up through the hands, out of the feet, and then back down into the feet. That little pulse that you made initially. Exhale, now widen out, elbow to thigh, reach up over. And then warrior two, bend to the right knee. Reverse it. And warrior two. Elbow to thigh, reach over. One more like that, going wide. If you need to, stand it up. And warrior two. Elbow to thigh. Staying. Now take your left elbow to your left waist to reach out. And down. So can you begin to feel that there are channels, long lines, and as we open them up, there's a circulation we can experience. Stay. Right hand to the elbow to the thigh or hand down to the block. From the heart to the navel, lengthen. And left hand down. Rising up, we'll set the blocks aside. And if you choose, blocks on either side of your feet. If your low back is tight, if your hamstrings are tight, blocks here will be helpful. Hands up to your hips, standing tall, we'll just reach up. And then sweep wide and fold down. That's an issue. Here we go. Folding down. Rising up. And hands down the backs of the legs. Big bend in the knees, drop your head last. So these sweeping movements, we will use them a little further into the 40 days to begin to expand our breathing. And today we're just finding the first path. Stay folded, fingertips to the blocks, lift halfway. And now fold. Lift halfway, hands maybe on shins or thighs, and fold down. We're deepening in, lift halfway, and find your fold, and stay 3, and stay 2. Good. Blocks go forward, step yourself back, downward facing dog. Both feet to the left side, cross your left in front of your right, and bring your knees down to the mat. So widening your heels, drop your hips back towards your heels. Inhale, we'll return to hands and knees, and exhale, we'll fold back. 3. Inhaling up, open. And exhaling back. 2. One more time. And then we'll stay folded back and soften the inner thighs, widening the low back, lengthening through the underarms, the elbows, and the hands. Drop your head. Soften your outer hips. Rise up, hands and knees. Tuck your toes, lift up. And we'll step the right foot from behind to be in front. Come to hands and knees. Widen your heels. Press back. Hands and knees. Wag the tail, loosen it up. And then fold. So the chin tucks, the tail drops, the spine lengthens. And on your inhale, you float up, broaden the back. Anchor your hands into the floor and fold. Now we stay. Palms are heavy, shoulders are soft. Soften your thighs.
Deepen your breath to open your back. Drop your hips. Drop your head. Soften your knees and your toes.
And rising up. Tuck your toes, hips up. Uncross. Down dog. To start to feel the changes that you are making in your body. 2. Walk your feet to your hands. If you need to, you can lift your heels. If not, keep your heels down. Rest your fingertips on the blocks. If you can, bring your palms together, widen your knees, drop your seat down, bend your elbows. So palms face forward. Reaching out, tuck your chin, and then pulling back. Inhale, heart up. Exhale, tuck your chin, reach out. Inhale, pull back. And reach out. So the spine is our primary means of flow. The movement of pranashakti is through the sushumna, that center line. One more, we go. Pull back, drop your seat, lift your heart. So that when you sit yourself straight down, keep your knees bent, your feet flat, you go right to your back. And pause to notice. The whole back body will likely be a little longer, a little wider. Good. Hands up high, hips come up high, inhale, up, open. Now we open the front of the body. Roll down, elbows down, hands down. So heels press, hips float, hands rise, shoulders drop, and then roll back down. Become very smooth. Hips up, hands up, we go. And roll down. One more this way. Heels down, hips up, hands up, heart up. Keep the hips, bend your elbows. Plant your elbows, tuck a shoulder, tuck another. Heels drop. Steady, smooth breath as we've been moving. Steady, smooth breath. 3, 2. And roll your way down, hips flat. Knees to the chest. Just start to notice what's changing. Feel the body. Lengthen the low back, widen the chest. Heels to the sky, hands overhead. This will be inhale. Hands back to the knees, heels down. This is exhale. We go. If you can, bring your heels down and your hands don't touch your legs. Draw your knees a little closer to your shoulders. Roll your hips off the floor. Lift your head, shoulders. Inhale, hands up, heels up. Exhale, a little closer. So we find that fire. We find that space in the middle of the body that can gather us in and then press us back out. 3, 2. Good. One more. Heels up, hands up. Normal breathing. Big in and out. So we start redistributing energy, right? Hands overhead calls energy up out of the heart. Heels up overhead inverts our energy. Heels wide and cross. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. If you can, hands are overhead or palms down just under the edge of the hips. So this little cross, this little squeeze, taking the energy a little bit actually lower now, down towards the sits bones, the inner thighs. Flex your feet, spread your toes. 10, 9, good. And we'll keep the heels wide. Lift your head and shoulders. Reach your hands between your legs. Hands down and hold the backs of your thighs. Now roll your head and shoulders down. This will roll your thighs back. Roll your thighs into your hands, widen into your heels. Good. A little bend in your knees, pull on your hands. Exhale, press straight. Inhale, little bend. Exhale, press straighter. 4. Close your eyes. Press. Widen. So what we want to do is begin accessing parts of the body that haven't been involved in flow, in frequency, in harmony. Bend, press straight. Now stay. Eyes closed, stay 3. Stay 2. Good. Bend to the knees, use your hands to bring your knees in close, hands on shins, rock forward and back. Rock forward and back. If you can't rock forward and back, you're going to hold behind your thighs, rounding and rising, rounding and rising. So this movement of rolling through the spine becomes important. 3, 2, and you'll roll yourself all the way up into a cross-legged seat. Add your block, add your blanket so that your knees can drop. You're in Sukhasana, so your heels are under your knees, and you're sitting tall. If you just double check your playlist, we're at the sacred, right here. Day 1. Right hand down, left hand up, over. So we go front, back, we go top, bottom, now we find left, right. One hand down, one hand over. Find from the outer hip to under the shoulder and through the fingertips. So noticing today how we have to pay attention to the physical, to the instructions, to find our way, a new path, a new destination. 3, good. 2. Sitting tall, look forward, check that your right shin is in front of your left, sit a little bit back and fingertips forward. If you need to, add a block, maybe forearms. If you don't need the block, set your forearms to the floor. If you can, walk your fingertips forward and put your head to the block.
So that you can feel the front body long, the back body long, the sides long, and a little bit side to side. A little bit side to side.
Three,
2.
Walk your hands back, sitting up tall. Take your left hand to your right knee and your right hand behind you to turn for 3. Inhale, looking over the left shoulder. Exhale, beginning to turn right. Turn the navel, turn the ribs to center. Looking down, left shin in front of right, side to side. Close your eyes. Inhale, reach, exhale, upright. We're coming from the physical body into the emotions, into the mind, into the memory of our body. And fingertips in front. Seat walks a step back. Heart leads. Forearms down, maybe to the block. You can stack 2 blocks. can just keep your hands on the block. It's all good. It's all good. Little at a time, every day, it will start to deepen. Walk your fingertips forward, perhaps drop your head onto the block. If you need to, stand it up.
And again, with your head on the block, a little bit of a rock, side to side, side to side.
Make space and length. We're now deep into the spine, into how it meets the pelvis, into how all the muscles along the sides of the spine and the sides of the ribs, how do they hold us or how do they help us? Walk your hands back, sitting up tall, your right hand to your left knee, your left hand behind you, and help it turn you to the left. Chin to the front, sit tall, closing your eyes, soft face, turning left. Where are you holding? Where are you forcing? Be tall. Be pliable. Center. Eyes closed, hands on thighs. Notice. Notice. These channels of energy are called nadis. Imagine the blood vessels all through your body. Imagine the nerves all through the body. They carry information, they carry nutrients, carry electricity. When the flow of blood is impeded, we are not well. Same with our energy, all kinds. So keeping your hands on your thighs, sitting tall. Imagine that you're seated on a circle about 6 inches in diameter, and you're going to find the periphery of that circle beneath you, and you're going to draw that circle with the top of your head on the ceiling so the spine stays steady. It's not the big, juicy opening circle that we've been doing in the last 40 days. The spine here is upright. You are tracing a circumference beneath you, and you are drawing the same circumference above you. Close your eyes. Find this. Long, deep breathing. I'm creating harmony. Direction, purpose, flow. Three, two, and that's it. Just pause tall. Hands on shins, hands on knees. Take your forehead, fold towards your right knee. Inhale up, fold towards the left. Inhale up, exhale, fold, alternate sides. That's it, eyes closed. Three, two. Pause tall, just notice the sides of your spine, the hands, the face. Right hand on your chest, left hand on top. Turn the body, keeping the head steady. In left, out right. And find the effortless swivel. Turn from the navel. This twisting, this digestion, this release. And let your chin follow your shoulder. More turn through the jaw, through the heart, through the top of your head. Five, four, three, two, center. Hands behind your head. Fold forward, walk your seat a little bit back. Inhale up. Fold. Eyes closed, steady pace, 1 minute, your breath. If crossed legs is impossible for you, I want you to let your heels out, bend your knees, toes point up, fold. Just enough to find the crease of your hip. Really finding the upright heart, the wide elbows. Lengthen your spine. Three, two, and one. Hands on thighs, and be still and notice, notice. They are so simple, these movements. Just a little at a time. And know that today is day one. Set your blocks aside. Set your blanket under your knees. And your hands on the mat, hands and knees. Good. Tuck your toes behind you, round your back, tuck of the chin. Release. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Eyes closed. 30 seconds, right here. Right at the edge of your own pace. There's no force. There's no hurry. However, we are quickening. We are inviting. We're moving in. We're getting it going. We're turning it on. Find some ignition. Find some heat. Good. Now you can work right here, or if you're interested in going farther, we're going to lift the hands off the floor. As you lift your heart, you'll lift your hands. Exhale, round hips back, and then hands up. Exhale. So the rounding shape draws your hips towards your heart. The lifting shape, hands up. Good. You're getting warmer. Three, two, one. You won't even believe it. Lift your knees, walk your feet forwards, put your balls of the feet on the floor. Put your blocks under your hands, and without question, drop your knees wide. Inhale up, exhale down. Who knew? Only 10. 8, 7, 6, 5. So with these movements, we're really getting the circulation going for 2. Ready to stand tall, hands to hips, bring it up, step off your blanket onto your mat. Best part as far as I'm concerned. Now, shake, 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 shake. Toes start to turn. Hands turn opposite the toes. Oh, out, out, out. That everything you're carrying, twist, shake. The hands can come a little higher, the hands can go a little lower. I want you to get into your body, get out of your body what isn't necessary. Good. Keep going, keep going. Soft little knees, soft little turns, soft little hands. 3, 2, down. Shake. Shake your knees, shake your thighs, shake your hands. 3, 2, shake, 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 shake. And then feel, notice. It's going to move through you, it's going to move through you, it's going to move through you. Steady on. These are the winds, the vayus, the flow. When a river becomes stagnant, it grows over, it gets thick and heavy. What you feel in that moment after you shake all the stagnation, we want to get it out. It doesn't serve us, not at an immune level or a nervous level, hands down. If you choose, putting a blanket underneath you can be good here. You're going to be on the belly, on the hips. And you need space on either side of your mat. So coming to belly down, 2 hands just behind the shoulders will be a light cobra. Left hand reaches out long on the pinky edge of your hand. Roll to your left. Roll your right knee off the floor. Your right foot drops behind you. You're going to roll belly down into cobra. Roll down. Right hand out. Roll your left knee open. And find this. Up in the center, roll. Inhale, center, exhale, roll. And get in. Just come apart, come a little undone. It is one of the most fantastic congestion relievers for the chest, the breath, the upper back. Get a little floppy, get a little playful, get a little taller, a little longer, out through the feet, the heart, the hips. We need this space. We're going to build a half bow. 3. 2, like you are cleaning house. Scrubbing out the corners. 1 more. Rolling over, rolling center, and we'll meet in the middle. And pause, notice. Left hand out, fingertips to the floor, left toes tuck under. Right hand to reach back, thumb down. Catch your outer ankle. If not, you're just reaching towards it. Press your left toes down and lift your right heel. Inhale. Exhale back down. Inhaling up. And exhale down. Take your time, up and down. So we aren't collapsing and shortening the low back. We're rising. So anchor your left toes into the floor. Take your heel back, your heart forward. And open the chest in between. We just stay. 10 breaths out the mouth. To the floor. Right hand out. Left hand back. Hold your left ankle to rise and descend. In the nose, out the mouth. To stay tall, 10 out the mouth. Set it down. Hands down, hard up. Walk your knees together, your feet together. Tuck your chin, round your back, and walk your hips to your heels, your hands out long. Walk your knees to your hands, putting a block between your feet, if you need to, 2 of them. Take your right hand to walk back. And you take your left hand, the flat of your knuckles, and we're going to make little pats across the chest, hard up, and then a big circle around the chest, and then a soft circle around the abdomen. And then down the left thigh, and right back up to the left side of the throat and the neck. Left hand down. Right hand makes a circle. These little pats, these little pressing and unpressing create circulation, especially for our lymphatic system. Little circle around the navel, soft and kind. Good. Down the right side thigh, inside and outside, up the center body. Turn your chin to the left and up the right side of your neck and throat and jaw and shoulder. Good. Fingertips to the floor, knees down, heart high. Now eventually maybe we'll lie back in full hero. For now, chest 3, 2. To come upright. Pause. Build a cross-legged seat. So I fold my blanket in half twice. Circle. Circle. And put it all together and ease it all the way out. And big, juicy into the digestive organs right here. So this eliminative process, that we could rinse out the spongy organs, that we could remove from our system old nights, enjoying the company of friends, perhaps with drinks or foods or substances that weren't so great, you can rinse out. Out of the shoulders, out of the spine, out of the muscles, out of the blood, out of the bone, out of the organs. Go 3. Go 2. Awesome. Pause tall. Oh, notice that there is this sort of ringing light. I want you to look to your playlist. Just because it's day 1, I want to make sure we're all right there and start at the truth about the world. If you're not using the playlist, don't worry about it at all. So, truth about the world. And come to lie down on the back. And I'm not going to lie down. You're going to lie down and just listen. Remember that gesture we made at the end of last sequence, shoulder up, and then the other shoulder up. You are going to make this gesture on your back, on your mat, like you were a bear scratching your back on a tree. And as you do, you'll bend the opposite knee, and then the other, so that the whole body gets this little scooge going. Oh. So I drop the left shoulder and I bend the right knee. And I drop the right shoulder and I bend the left knee. And I let this move all the way through me. Flex your feet, flex your hands. All the way through you.
Like you were trying to scratch your back and press into your feet and press into your hands. Good. Inhale the left shoulder up, exhale the right shoulder up. 20 seconds. Get it, get it, get it. 3, 2, so good. Pause now. Notice, 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 notice. What's happening? Walk your feet in, lift your hips, put your palms face down beneath your hips. Spine is long, knees come in, heels come high. If you need to, just one heel at a time. Left, right, or both. If you need to, bend your knees. 1 minute. Exhale down, inhale up. 1 minute. Inhale up, exhale down. Come alive. We draw breath in, we send breath out constantly. "30 seconds. Eyes closed, body steady. Three, 2. Bend your knees, put your feet flat, free your hands, palms open. Notice the abdomen, the body. Draw your knees in, hands behind your thighs, roll up, little fold. Roll that, roll that. So, most modified, use your thighs, use your feet. Next, hands behind your head. Roll your way up. Full Kriya, fold. Inhale, open. Exhale, fold. A minute. Keep at it. Keep at it. Ten seconds. 10 seconds. Keep showing up for yourself. Keep showing up. Three. 2. Ha. Out the mouth. Huh. Huh. Last. Exhale, inhale, lie back. Hands open, heels wide, breathe. Let your breath be free. Let your body be effortless. Ride the flow of your body. Harmony establishes itself. As you settle into your attention. On your inhalation, you're drawing your awareness into the spine. like light. On your exhalation, the spine glows bright. Inhale, draw light into the spine. Exhale, it glows bright. No force, let it be natural. As your breath settles, just settle it with your attention, with that sensation of light. The body continues to be at ease. The breath may become smaller, and the light may grow. The body effortless. The mind focusing on the spine. And release any effort of the breath, any effort of the body, any effort of the mind. Gently walk your feet in. Roll to the right side. And find your way up.
Pause your playlist if you're using it. Build a cross-legged seat. Sit tall, hands to thighs. Be still and notice. How do we draw the world into us? We bring it in through our senses. Let your attention rest at your lips and your mouth, your eyes, the outer ears, the ear canal. Feel the surface of your face, crown of your head. Feel these senses as the gateway. The world passes through these portals. Imagine that through these portals, white light is drawn in on the inhale through the mouth, the ears, the eyes, the skin, and drawn right to the midbrain. It pauses brightly, and you breathe back out through the gateways of the senses. Through the nose, the ears, the eyes, the skin, the mouth. Gathering light right to the midbrain, in the midst between the ears, behind the third eye, and then back out the senses. Gather it, pause it, brighten it, release it. Eyes, ears, nose, mouth, face. Feeling with each breath more and more clearly how we take in the world. Two more times. And then in the quiet, in the stillness, reside in the light you have made. Experience the brain soaking in a bath of white light. A clarity to our senses, a clarity to our perception, an ability to think, see, smell, hear, taste more effectively. More graciously. The brain soaks in light. Breath is effortless, the body completely at ease. 30 more seconds. palms together down the center. And again, inhale. Feel the gateways of your senses. It gathers in the midbrain and back out. The last time. Thumbs to your forehead center. I am this. Sat Nam. 8 count Sat, 2 count Nam. Inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Welcome to day 1 of your vayus. Notice, encourage, invite a sensation of flow, harmony. Notice when you encounter a place that feels like an obstacle or resistance in your world, in your choices, in your life, what could be done? What could be shifted to find this flow? Noticing as we do these first 8 days, we'll focus on the vayu of prana, of bringing in. Notice what you're eating, what you're smelling, what you're seeing. Are you really with it? Or just in a hustle, putting it in? This is a time to awaken ourselves, to be aware, the joys, all the ways this season is one of great delight. May it be so. Let me know if you have questions. Put in orders. On Monday I'll send out the oils. Otherwise, I'm happy if you email me. I will tell you how to use your oils, especially the energy equalizer. If you have that balm, I would absolutely use that balm. If you have the heart, put it on your heart. This is the strongest electromagnetic center that you have. You can amplify that and move it through you. So there's lots of ways to use what you already have. There is another if you want to add it. You can ask me questions. marthamcalpin.com/the-oils. Submit your question right there. All right, my loves. The ship has set sail. So the playlist is always available for you. Set that up if you didn't have it. It's called Balancing the Vayus. You can get it off the website through the Spotify link or just on my Spotify page. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow morning is Vinyasa. Again, we are opening, like last Saturday, we're repeating fortifying the heart. Again, these long lines of energy, and it will really help to open the chest and access a lot of the postures that we warm and use. So it's a super sequence for that. I will see you tomorrow or Sunday morning, 8 a.m.